Hi, my name is Dr. Ilya Skolnikov. I'm a diplomate of the International Board of Applied Kinesiology, and I'd like to welcome you to this video that goes over the 7 secret causes of headaches that your healthcare provider definitely doesn't want you to know about. And there's a good chance your healthcare provider is a neurologist. We have Yvette here today, helping us out. And Yvette, in your lifetime, have you ever had a headache before, ever?
Yes.
Okay, well, who hasn't had a headache before, right? So again, we're going over the 7 secret causes of headaches that your healthcare provider doesn't want you to know about. Your healthcare provider is most likely a neurologist, and I'm the clinic director of Triad of Health Headache Clinic. So, do you happen to have a headache now by any chance?
I have one now.
Okay, so I'd already had Yvette fill out some forms and ask her about her history of headaches, and it just turns out that she doesn't have regular headaches, she just happens to have one now. So anyway, we're going to go over a few things about how we diagnose these headaches. These are 7 secret causes that your healthcare provider doesn't want you to know about. The first thing that we do is we need to establish a communication with the body so we can understand what's going on with the person's body. Sorry, I didn't mean to surprise you or anything there. Okay, so we need to check ribonucleic acid, B12, and parotid to see if those things strengthen the person, because those things, if the person's deficient in them, it causes a lot of unpredictable changes in the person's nervous system. Okay, so we put them underneath the chin like this, and then we just check them. She doesn't seem to need the parotid protomorphogen. And then we check the next thing, ribonucleic acid. She doesn't seem to need the ribonucleic acid. And then we check the next thing. She doesn't seem to need the cataplex B12. So the 7 things that we're going to check here in a minute are circuits in the body. Okay. So just like when I turn off some lights, I'm turning off circuits. Sometimes the body has circuitry that's out. Okay. So we're going to check some of these circuits in Yvette's body. The first one's called ileocecal valve. It's related to digestion. So that circuit, are you ready? Okay, is working okay. The next one is valves of Houston. That one's working okay. The next one's called blood sugar. That one seems all right. The next one's called protein utilization. That one seems okay. The next one, we put our hand here and we twist to the right, twist to the left. That one's called rib torque. That one seems okay. And rib torque and some of the other things we're doing come from total body modification. Total body modification is a technique that was developed by Dr. Viktor Frankl, and total body modification is still taught all over the world. The company was bought after Dr. Viktor Frankl's death by a man named Kevin Millay, who now has the company in Utah where they practice. Okay, there's 2 more secret causes that your healthcare provider doesn't want you to know about, secret causes of headaches. One of those 2 things is dehydration. Okay, so we can quickly check to see if a person's dehydrated by having them put 3 fingers on their tongue there, and then we pull down on the arm. If the arm gets weak, they're dehydrated. Go ahead and you can just wipe that off if you want. We'll get you a trash can. Okay, and then we'll have you lie on your back for a second, Yvette. Okay, the next thing we're going to check is the psoas muscles. Now, each organ and gland in the body is related to a different homeopathic remedy, and it's related to a different muscle, and a different traditional Chinese medicine acupuncture meridian, and a different one of the 7 notes in a scale, and a different one of the 7 main types of vitamins, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. All of those are vitamins. Okay, so there's all these interrelationships in the body. So let's find out about the psoas muscles. Here we're checking to see if they're balanced. They seem to be balanced. They're turning in evenly. That's then we'll have you push up into my hand here. Okay, that's her right psoas muscle is not locking in place for some reason, and that could be caused by anything. And we'll check her left psoas muscle, and the left psoas muscle is not locking in place. That could be caused by anything. So, but since the psoas muscles are related to the kidneys, and the main nutrient of the kidneys is water, we could suspect that Yvette's dehydrated, but since we just did the check for dehydration that way, and we're now checking it this way, we don't think she's dehydrated. But if we really weren't sure, we could have her drink some water and then leave some water in her mouth and recheck the muscles with the water in her mouth. Okay, I hope you're following all this. I'll just repeat it. If we suspect that Yvette is dehydrated, even though it didn't show when she put the 3 fingers on her tongue, we could always have her drink some water and then leave some water in her mouth and then recheck these psoas muscles to see if they strengthen. If they were to strengthen, that would be a strong indicator that she was dehydrated. Another way to check for dehydration is you can pinch a little bit of skin here, and if the skin doesn't come back really, really quickly, then a person is severely dehydrated. Okay, so it just so happens that another thing that can cause, the main thing that causes headaches is dehydration. So there's all these different things that can cause headaches. There's also infections that release toxins that cause headaches. Okay, and if a person isn't having their infections dealt with, the headache will persist. This is a headache clinic. We specialize in helping people with headaches. We've had amazing results helping people with headaches. In fact, I've probably helped over 500 people with headaches. I had this one girl, this Asian lady, I guess she was about 30 years old, a Japanese lady. She'd had headaches for over 10 years. And she came into the office, and actually she probably had them most of her life. She came into the office, and after just 3 visits, that was it. She didn't have any headaches anymore. Her migraine headaches were gone. So it was kind of like an amazing, healing process that she went through in just 3 visits. And her headaches were caused by having a toxic liver. Okay, so when the liver's really toxic, the person ends up having some toxins enter their blood, and when they reabsorb the toxins, they have headache pain. Okay, so there's one last secret cause of headaches. I'm going to put my hand here, okay, and then I'm going to have you push your legs up into my hand. So push your legs up into my hand, and is this my pulling down? Okay, good. So that's called cardiac low back. That also comes from Dr. Viktor Frankl, and that's the 7th cause, secret cause of headaches. I know this is a little different than what you might have thought it was about, but again, these tests are simple, they're inexpensive, they're relatively fast, they give really good information, they're incredibly effective, and most people aren't interested. Why? Because people seem to be, in today's society, there's so much confusion, people seem to be more interested in things that are really long, take a long time, they're really expensive, and they're really ineffective, and they're not, they just don't really, get the results. So anyway, it's an interesting dichotomy. So thanks for watching this video. We look forward to supporting you with your headaches. I'm sorry that for you, Yvette, that you're having a headache right now. We're going to help Yvette with her headache now. We're going to discover exactly what's going on with her, not while we're doing the video, because it's, kind of personal stuff, but we look forward to helping you in the office. Thank you.